What you're looking at is a true icon of mid-century American design. The 1956 Ford Fairlane Victoria 4-door hardtop, built during a time when style, chrome, and horsepower defined the road. This classic Ford is a rolling piece of history, and yes, it is for sale. Under the hood, this beauty is powered by a 312 cubic inch V8 engine, also known as the Thunderbird Special. It is paired with a 3-speed manual transmission with overdrive, giving you a smooth highway cruising and a real connection to the road. The interior is just as impressive, restored to look like it did in 1956 with fresh carpet, clean upholstery, and a beautiful dash that reminds you this was once the top of the line in Ford's full-size lineup. 1956 was a big year. Dwight Eisenhower was president, Elvis Presley had just released his first album, and the interstate highway system had just begun, all fueling America's love affair with cars like this one. Ford built over 1.4 million Fairlanes that year, but only one fraction were Victoria's hardtop like this one, making this model increasingly rare today. Now, let's talk comparison. Everyone knows the 56 Chevy Bel Air, especially the 4-door hardtop. It was flashy, there's no doubt about that. But the Ford Fairlane had its own unique edge. The Fairlane Victoria features Ford's signature lifeguard design that year, a safety innovation with deeper dish steering wheel, and optional seatbelts, which Chevy didn't offer. Plus, Ford's white block V8 gave it a strong torque and reliability. Designs-wise, both have plenty of chrome and a bold presence. But Ford fans love the clean lines of the Fairlane, the dual-tone paint job, and the signature side sweep that really made the car pop. So if you're looking for something that stands out at a car show, or something you can actually cruise on a weekend, this 1956 Ford Fairlane Victoria is the perfect fit. It's a beautiful reminder of a time when America was blooming, style mattered, and the open roads was calling. If you're interested in making this piece of history yours, give me a call or leave me a comment down below. And don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow us here, Generation Old School, where we bring the classic back to life. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Generation Old School. If this is your first time passing by the channel, my name is William. In this video, I'm gonna be filming a 1956 Ford Fairlane Victoria. In this channel, we celebrate the golden era of American classic cars. Stay to the end of the video because we're gonna take you back to the year of 1956 when this car had just came out of the factory. Many of you guys were probably kids, and when you saw this car pass by, you fell in love with it. Exactly how I did when I first saw it. In this channel, we have helped many people like yourself make the dream come true of owning a classic car. Let that be because maybe someone in your family had this car when you were a kid, or maybe you had just gotten your driver's license and you didn't have money to buy one of these beauties back then because you couldn't afford it. But life has turned around for you and now you can. Guess what? We would love to make your dream come true in owning one of these masterpieces like this one, 1956 Ford Fairlane Victoria 4-door hardtop, a super rare car. Ford, back in 1956, made over 1 million Ford Fairlanes, all in different styles. But this one, the 4-door hardtop, only 6,000 were made. Now you're probably asking why? How is that even possible? Back in 1956, when Chevy had the four-door hardtop Bel Air, Ford didn't have this car. And it wasn't until July of 1956 when Ford realized they were staying behind. They only had a couple months in 1956 to start production and surprise the American people with a new model of the Fairlane. They came up with the 1956 four-door hardtop. Mind you, 1955 doesn't have a hardtop. So this was the first year for Ford to come out with a four-door hardtop. And only 6,000 were made. That's what makes this car so rare and why so many people want to have this car. And you could be one of the lucky guys buying this beautiful masterpiece. The car has been completely restored. It was restored in 2006. This car had a full frame-off restoration. The engine was fully rebuilt. Interior was fully redone. The interior is from a company called SMS. This company bought out from many companies, many car companies from the 1950s, yards and yards of upholstery, including Ford, Chevy, Oldschool, General Motors, and many others. The fabric that was used in the interior of this car is exactly the same fabric that was used by Ford in 1956. The color of the car was always a two-tone, white and red. As you can see, this car also has a brand new set of whitewall tires with the corresponding hubcaps for 1956. All of the chrome in the car is in excellent condition. The one thing that I love the most about the car, you probably guessed it. There's no pulls in between the doors when you lower the windows. Something that not only gave it that sporty look of the two-door hardtop Victoria, but also the comfortability of being able to fit more people in the car and go have fun. I love the Ford Victoria four-door hardtop. Always wanted one. And I have been around many classic cars. I've owned many classic cars. I have been to many classic car shows and classic car auctions. But you know what? This has been the first and only time that I have seen a four-door hardtop. Now, this is not just a regular four-door hardtop. This one is special. This one is powered by the 312 white block V8, or the Thunderbird Special, how they also call it. Back in 1956, Ford was offering two types of engines. They had the 292, which was pretty small, and they also had the 312. The 312 is the same engine that comes on the 1957 Thunderbird, which back then was the top of the line for Ford. They were very proud of that engine, and they put it only on the most special cars. It also had to be a special order, so whoever put this engine in this car had to pay a lot of money to be able to enjoy it. This car is also paired to a 3-speed manual transmission, but not only a manual transmission. They also spent a little bit of money and they put overdrive. You're probably asking yourself, what is an overdrive? An overdrive is like a fourth gear that once you reach around 40 miles an hour, you let go of the accelerator and you're gonna be able to hear a click. Once you hear that click, that means that you are in overdrive. Overdrives gives you better speed, better performance, better gas mileage, and also the RPMs drop and you're able to cruise like if you are on neutral. With the tip of your foot on the gas pedal, you're able to reach 70, 75 miles an hour, and it feels like if you are cruising on a cloud. This car is a beautiful car. We're asking $30,000 for this car. And if you want to buy it, be sure to give us a phone call, 305-783-0755. This car is, once again, proof of American history from when the United States was building quality things. Not only appliances, houses, the school system was much better, but also the car industry was booming. Eisenhower had just signed the Interstate Highway System, or highway program, which allowed construction of interstate roads, and people were not only buying classic cars, they were discovering the United States. People had an opportunity to travel with their family. They had bigger engines like the V8 on this car, automatic transmissions. They were able to travel freely. What an amazing time. Whoever had the opportunity to live that life, consider yourself blessed. I wish I had a chance to live that era. If I could go back in time to the 1950s, trust me, I would. I would, and I would buy so many cars, and I would keep them in store, because this car is the best investment ever made by any human being. Tell me about an investment that you can enjoy, you can drive, you can touch, you can feel, you can make better, you can take to car shows. Yeah, there's many different type of investments that people can make. The stock market, real estate, Rolexes or jewelry, but a classic car that stays with you forever. Not only that, you're gonna add value to your life, to your family, to your children. They're gonna value this, and it's a piece of history that you're sharing with your family, your friends, the community. It's a beautiful car. Back here, you have the gas cap. And like I mentioned, this car was totally restored. Not only the paint, the interior, but also underneath. It has a new tank and no rust at all. Doesn't even have an undercoating, which I hate to see undercoating on cars. Dual exhaust was also an option back then that you had to pay on these cars. It comes out through the back bumper, and it sounds amazing. I'm gonna take a quick second to open the trunk so that you guys can see the book that I have been telling you about. This is a picture of the car at a car show after it had just been restored. And here you can see the engine being fully rebuilt. This is the information of the shop that did the restoration on the car, located in Indiana. The engine painted before and after. And here you can see the chassis apart from the body. Here they were doing body work, and as you can see, that was the original color of the car, white and red. Let's go ahead and take it now for a cruise. Don't forget to give the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's put the stick on neutral. Let's put the key in. Just like that, it starts right up. Listen how nice it sounds. Under the hood, as I mentioned earlier, it has a white block V8 Thunderbird Special 392 engine, and it also has power steering and a 2-barrel carburetor. Something that I like about the car is that it has already been converted to 12 volts. This car originally came with a 6-volt system, but whoever did the restoration installed a 12-volt alternator that looks like an original 6-volt generator. To finalize the video, one last thing that I would like to show you, in case you forgot or you don't know how to drive a 3-speed on the column car, I'm gonna give you a quick introduction. You have the clutch, the brake pedal, and your gas pedal. You're gonna use your accelerator and your gas and your brake pedal just like you would on an automatic car with your right leg. And the left leg, you're only gonna press and depress on the clutch. Once you have the clutch all the way in, you're gonna pull the stick towards you and you're gonna go down. Once you go down, that is first gear. As you drive, you're gonna press the clutch and push the stick all the way up to like the glass, and that's gonna be second gear. And then as you continue gaining speed, you're gonna press the clutch again, and all the way down is third gear. Once you reach around 40 miles an hour, the overdrive is going to engage. In order to engage or disengage overdrive, once you have the lever all the way in, it's on. And when it's all the way out, it's off. I usually leave it engaged. That is first gear. Let's start letting go of the clutch a little bit, little by little. And as you can see, we have gained power. I don't want to end this video without saying thank you to all of you guys that have supported me throughout all of these years. Those of you guys that have purchased cars from me, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for helping me by giving these videos a big like and for sharing my content with other people that enjoy classic cars like you and myself. I really hope to see you back again in my channel. Thank you so much. God bless you all.